Morning guys, how are you all doing? So this is our TD update for the major indices, some individual stocks and gold. So straight up to the charts. Start off with the S&P as you always do. Yeah, you can see we had that. If we break above the 9, we drew the line on, and then we were looking for continuation, obviously upwards, targeting potentially the 786. So yeah, nice trade played out there. Yeah, basically just great trade. Obviously we had this level below. If we break below there, then potential down move, but yeah, we got the break above, so there we go. S&P looking strong in the face of all adversity. There's a couple of other though indices that I want to show you guys. We don't normally do the NASDAQ, but we're going to start doing the NASDAQ because I know that's one of the market favorites. So you can see we had a nice daily 9 at the top here. Not really many other daily 9s. We had a daily 9 there that did cause some weakness, and then not really others. But let me show you something, guys. Let me show you this. This is a weekly 9. So clearly we had a weekly 9 here, but obviously we never traded below it, and then as soon as you take out the top of it, carry on trading upwards. But look at this, weekly 9 here, guys, and then look what happened. There was our weekly 9. As soon as we trade below, I mean, we pretty much gap. I mean, look at that move down off it. And what have we got going on here, guys? What have we got going on here? We have got another weekly 9. So this is clearly a doji, sort of indecision candle, quite bullish. Obviously, why we got the move up. We came off, but got bought back pretty quick. So are we gonna end up with an absolute not a massive, but are we going to end up with a move down anyway? That's what I'm trying to say. Have we finally got the indicator, the indication that we're going to make a move down on this weekly scale? Yeah, I mean, potentially, I think we could off this. I mean, you can see how we reacted to the last one. I mean, it's very double toppy looking. Exactly, it's a perfect V-shaped recovery. It's just hilarious, isn't it? Like you just got to laugh at how ridiculous these markets are. But anyway, yeah. So look at that weekly, and then also let me show you another one as well. 1 second, let me find it. Yes, this one will do. Just pop this up my list. Oh, where have I put it? Oh, there it was. Right, put it up to here. You've got to sort of work these up a bit. You can't just, right, yeah, here. A bit higher still. There we go. Right, Russell, I bet you can guess where I'm going with this. And there it is, guys, another weekly 9. The last weekly 9 was roughly the top before we sold off. A nice weekly 9 there. Yeah, that's as far back as we're going to look on that weekly candles. But yeah, so look, another weekly 9 here. Obviously the Russell clearly a lot weaker than the NASDAQ. The Russell is the sort of smaller companies that aren't just benefit. I mean, we've got wealth inequality between rich and poor people. And then we also have wealth inequality between rich and poor companies, and these are the poor companies that aren't doing as well as the big NASDAQ names. So yeah, so these guys are struggling. You can see nice moving average zone area as well. I popped up with the 21 on the weekly. I mean, I don't necessarily look at these weekly moving averages. I'd rather look at them against the dailies. And look, see, there's a daily 200 as a potential resistance. But yeah, also a 9 here, so you could maybe draw that 9 on the daily a bit lower. But yeah, these are looking like definite sells here. Wow, did I just say that? These are looking like very good risk reward sell trades. This is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I will be if we get some more strength today, I will be certainly buying some more puts. Sorry, not buying some more. I don't have any puts on the Russell, but I will be buying some puts on the Russell today. Not financial advice, because I just think the risk reward is good. Maybe I'll probably look at some strikes around probably around this 1250. So obviously quite far out of the money. I'll have to look at the prices of those when the market opens, but yeah, I think that may be a winner. We'll see. Obviously, it's a risk reward trade based on this weekly 9. Based on, I think we could see the market coming down a bit. Yeah, so right, we're done with we're done with that. Let's have a look at oil. Oil obviously having a party. Onwards and upwards, guys. But obviously, if we do get some weakness in stocks, then we potentially can expect some weakness in oil also. But you can see how we perfectly bounced off this line and back up again. Yeah, it's just, I mean, what? To be honest, I had a target, an expansion range of around $44 or literally $45. And I remember saying it in a video, and I remember saying, well, this is just a bit ridiculous. It was in one of my videos I posted. You guys probably won't remember. It was a good few weeks. It was a week or so ago. But I just said, yeah, this is the potential to move from here. Maybe it was here. Maybe it was, we had this basically bull flag. And I said, right, okay, we've had this bull flag. This is basically the length of the flagpole. So if we break above, then expect to... Has that shrunk? Did that just shrink when I moved it? Why would it do that? Right, and I said, right, it's done it again. Is it because we're in log? Yeah, it's because we're in log. Anyway, so yeah, so I said, well, if we break above, basically above here, this is going to be our target around this zone. I remember saying, but obviously, I think I didn't draw it so precisely. But yeah, it was about 45. And I remember saying, and obviously coming in with a 200-day moving average, I said, but yeah, 45 would be the target. But can I see oil going right from here, from 27, 20, basically mid-20s to 45 to mid-40s? And I was like, and I said it in the video, I said at the time, no, I can't really see that happening. But hey, look at it, the TA works, guys. Flagpole, bull flag, break up to the upside, that's where our target is. And yeah, we're coming in with a 200 period, and obviously you guys know that I like to target 200 day, well, I like to target moving averages, and that's obviously a good important target. So yeah, just crazy price action there. Obviously you can see we on the 200 daily we were getting caught around the 50, which to me all this does is just show the importance of moving averages and that I'm on the right track by using them in my trading. But yeah, so maybe we're just going to get a blow off up to 45 before we potentially get a move down. But that is the extrapolated move from this pole and bull flag, and just a very easy trade there. I'm a bit annoyed with myself for not taking it, but hey, I thought we were going to break down in line with the overall trend. So I was clearly wrong. I'll be wrong a lot of the times where I think things will go, but I won't be wrong as often with the trades that I take. And that is obviously the only important part. USO doing a similar, obviously similar to oil. It's basically loosely based on oil. Gold futures coming back to test our line now. This is on the daily. We'll have a look at this on the 4 hour. A bit of weakness in gold. Again, if we break below this what was our support, expect more of an acceleration downwards. So we'll draw a line on here. I mean, I'll probably expect to move lower than where we went last time, on the basis then we would have put in a lower local high compared to that one. But yeah, I mean, this could still reverse on a 4 hour 9, so I'm definitely keeping an eye out for that. Or again, we can just bounce off around this level again and make our way back up. So we'll draw that back on. The obvious trade is just to buy above the high again. But yeah, potentially we'll be able to time a reversal. We may bounce off this support. We may end up with a 4 hour. We may hang around here, get a 4 hour 9, and then we'll reverse. So I'm definitely looking for buy entries in gold, because I'm bullish of gold. Again, another one of my fundamentals. Or at least I'm right on this one. It has been going up. I've been buying gold, looking for this bullish trend since 1300. So just yeah. So I have been right on this bullish trend for quite a long time now. And I've been buying silver as well for about as long too. Speaking of silver, here she is. So yeah, we had the break below. I mean, it just shows the efficacy of the lines that we draw. We had the break below, we came back tested it, and then carried on going. But we're actually now on a 4 hour 9 on silver, so this could be an interesting trade here. Breaking above this 9, and then onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. Let me just get rid of that arrow. Oh god, get rid of that arrow. And then we'll do this one, and then I would then say obviously up to here, first target. Obviously this clear overhead resistance we've got going on, but breaking that, obviously you guys know where we're going with this. Breaking that, just onwards. No real target there that I can pinpoint, but yeah, there we go. So some potential moves there. Gold silver ratio, Yeah, so look, we had the potential to break above here. I mean, we're still basically in this zone deciding whether we're going to keep going down or up. Obviously, your bias has to be down. Clearly, everything is fully bearishly postured. Bearishly, if that's a word, but bearishly postured. So if we take out this low, definitely expect some nice rallies in the ratio of silver to gold, which is the inverse of the gold to silver. Anyway, copper still not reached our line yet. We had the 9, the sell below. We actually did come below, but we sort of got faked out. But again, like I said, it's not the greatest trade to take in the middle of the trend, but it obviously worked last time. So but yeah, it didn't work this time. We got faked into the trade. You had a chance to take some profits, have a break even stop, and now we're going up again. So I mean, the real target now is obviously the top of the range that we've got to kind of work for. So let's have a look at a very much spoke of Slack. Basically Slack Technologies, ticker work. This is a very popular stock at the moment. Oh god, don't do that. We had a well what looking like it was going to be an inverted head and shoulders with a very high price target, but we then kind of had we've got a Quasimodo, we've got an extra shoulder going on here. But yeah, we sort of broke up eventually anyway, came and back tested the support. I mean, we'll draw it on just so we can visualize it a lot easier. Just pop it down to some, yeah, there. So anyway, oh, what have I done? Back to Slack, please. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you can see, test it, came down, test it, came back up, broke it, tested it, onwards and upwards. But yeah, now we've got a sell, we've got a potential 4-hour sell here. I do also believe we have a daily coming in at some point, and no, nothing on that, nothing on there. Have we got anything on there? Yeah, so yeah. Maybe we are just going to basically top out here and come down. That would be my guess, and I guess my target would be around here, in all fairness. So interesting potential trade in Slack. Costco, we've got something in Costco. I know we have. No, we don't actually. Costco, this is just one of my long-term buys, one of my hodl stocks. But yeah, you can see nice uptrend. We're starting to get more volatility, obviously with probably what's going on, but this is potentially a buy level. We are tightening here. I mean, how do I necessarily draw this? Do I just draw the big massive sort of one? I mean, it's not really ideal. I can't draw this ideal, but you can kind of see what I'm kind of looking at, sort of a pennant. And then it's a case of, are we going to break up? But what I would be looking at is just this bottom trend line here. Pretty obvious trend line, and yeah, potential buys off the bottom of there, and I think eventually we'll break back up. I think we may potentially end up filling out this sort of ascending triangle. Obviously that's an early call, and we can obviously drop out the triangle, or we can just drop out this trend line and move further down. But for the time being, this is what I would guess would be more likely, but we'll leave that on, see what happens. And one last stock, let's have a look how the tanker stocks are doing. We're at the 200 on the daily, so potential support there, but I mean, we're not really holding this support. So 9 here, no real trades off that 9, although we did get back up to it. We've got anything on the 12-hour? Just moving average support, and anything potential on the 4-hour. Just the 9 there, which we did break above, got a nice move up, and now we're back at basically the same level again. So maybe that level will form support. Let's draw a nice support line in here, because we have got one here. So breaking below, I mean, it's just pretty clear cut here. We start to move back up, we take out this high here, take out that high there, then just onwards and upwards, I would assume, one would assume. There we go. But what I think is most likely, but again, it is irrelevant, what I think is most likely. What I think is most likely is we break down below this level, seen as the storage for oil is not as much in demand anymore. But yeah, wait, let me just try and move this chart around a bit. Yeah, so a break below this line. I mean, there's nothing really but air until this previous support, so I would possibly say we'd end up making our way down to here. This is the 4-hour chart, so let's look at that on the daily. It's not going to look as, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Break that, carry on going up, makes sense. break this, carry on going down. Yeah, so there we go. So that's what I'm looking at, some trade ideas for you guys. So yeah, thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Again, just let me reiterate the fact that we have some potential weekly nines. You Bitcoin traders out there, you obviously know the issues we're having with the weekly nine at the moment in Bitcoin, and the video I did showing you how other previous weekly nines in Bitcoins have affected price. Also the weekly nine there, and also a very obviously good looking weekly nine there as well. So we can see what happens. We can see what can happen. This is the definite zone. So yeah, having said that though, if we get through this week and we don't sell off and we start to break through the top, I mean just that's it. It's just all time, well, obviously at all-time highs, but yeah, just we will accelerate to the upside. That is for sure. But anyway, so thanks for listening, guys. Sorry, that's not for sure. That is just my opinion. It's not financial advice. But anyway, so thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, I will speak to you on the next one.